WWE 2k22 MyGM mode, unbreaded plays. We are coming off the Summerslam pay-per-view, which means it's time to start building towards the next one. And we have got a few roster announcements as well as we jump into today's episode. Before we do that though, we've got the ratings for this week. We are behind. We're closing the gap though, 99,000, it's under 100, that's okay. We are slowly making some inroads, but here's the big signing news, ladies and gentlemen. We decided we had to pay tribute to my man Scott Hall, rest in peace, legend, the bad guy. We're going to bring him in for 5 weeks, and that means we got to do the big match. The one match I think we all want to see, the ladder match. Scott Hall, Shawn Michaels, we've got both guys on the roster, so we're going to start a feud this week, and we're going to get those guys ready to go for a big ladder match at our next pay-per-view. Can't wait for it, should be exciting. Brock Lesnar, well, his popularity starting to grow, as is Rey Mysterio, 67 now for the champ. So we're looking to start building towards that. Lesnar wants a title shot soon, so we might have to go ahead and do that. The card this week, we've got Lesnar and R-Truth, so hopefully Lesnar picks up a win there, tables match. As we said, we're going to start the Shawn Michaels Scott Hall feud. Mandy Rose and Shotzi will team up to take on Ripley and Liv Morgan. Shotzi needs to fight this week for our commissioner goal, so we'll get a network special as our reward, which gains us some extra fans, which we needed. McIntyre and Reigns, we decided we might start that feud as well, if it permits. And we're going to do the match that we weren't allowed to do at SummerSlam. Becky Lynch, Bayley, one-on-one, Extreme Rules match, which is Becky Lynch's specialty apparently, and the title will be on the line. So that should be exciting. That's going to be one of our featured matches of today's episode. So let's see, Lesnar and R-Truth. It is R-Truth apparently beat Brock Lesnar. Only in a video game. There you go. Shawn Michaels, excellent for the promo there with Scott Hall. The tag team match for the women. So the first match only got 2 stars. We need a better one here. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, they pick up the win. 1 star. Okay. McIntyre and Reigns, good. And that starts a rivalry there as well. As we jump into Becky Lynch and Bayley. Well, we need something special here because we are struggling. Our first match. How the hell did R-Truth beat Brock Lesnar? That does not make sense. It's not right. In fact, R-Truth has picked up some wins in this GM mode. He's a bit of a sleeper. You know, he might, if there was an Intercontinental Championship or a US title, R-Truth might have it right now. He's been in pretty good form. As is Bayley. So we're getting ready for Bayley and Becky. So Bayley and Bianca Belair took place at the pay-per-view. As we've been building towards Bianca Belair getting her potentially a big run here now that she's jumped over from Raw to SmackDown. Instead, Bayley gets the match that, well, she should have had to begin with. Of course, she did cost Becky Lynch the championship early on in the series, and we're finally getting to that match now. Becky Lynch has been searching for revenge ever since the time that Mandy Rose took the belt off her, thanks to Bayley. So, interesting times ahead, but here is our champion, Becky Lynch. Can she back up a big SummerSlam match and pick up the W here tonight? The big concern for Becky is her stamina is really low, so we are risking injury by having this as an Extreme Rules match, but I figured, look, we have to do it. Becky Lynch wants a couple of weeks off, but we just can't afford to do so. We really need to capitalize on any sort of ratings momentum that we can get. So we're hoping that this match does deliver. We need the big ratings boost. We're hoping that we can get it maybe a 3-star match to kind of pick up from the fact that our opener and our mid-card was a dud. If we can do that, great. Then we can really start to gain a bit of momentum. We've been making a little bit of ground on Raw over the last little bit, especially at SummerSlam, of course. We had a really good SummerSlam card. So we have started to make a bit of ground. We've got a lot to catch up on, of course. But it's good that we can start to make a few little inroads because it gives me some hope that we might be able to catch them overall in the series. And we need someone like Becky Lynch to keep some momentum going and really boost up her popularity. But it could be Bayley though. Bayley could certainly win this one, take the belt away, and we might crown ourselves a new star here in the women's division, which should also be exciting as well. I'm always open for that. So looking forward to seeing this matchup here. Becky Lynch, Bayley, the match that was meant to take place but didn't. So Smackdown gets it instead. And hey, look, sometimes you got to do the WCW Nitro way. Forget about the pay-per-view. It's all about the ratings on the main show. And that's what we're doing this time. Forget about it. We're not going to put Hogan and Goldberg on the pay-per-view. We're going to do it on Nitro. Instead, we're going to do it with this one. Becky and Bayley, we weren't allowed to do it at SummerSlam. We do it tonight. We're underway. German suplex there from Bayley to get things underway. And it's a good start there by the challenger. Becky Lynch, a little stunned early on. She's a little bit slow out of the gates, and she certainly needs to pick it up here as Bayley working away with some right hands. So we talked about it before, Bianca Belair being a really good threat. Her popularity is growing into the 60s as well. And that's the thing, you know, there's been some other free agents. I think Sasha Banks might have been a free agent. We could have picked her up, but, you know, it just didn't make a lot of sense money-wise. We couldn't afford her. But the fact that we've been able to get Bianca Belair has been such a huge signing for us. Really great bolster to our division. So I'm really excited for that. And now let's hope that we can really gain some momentum with Bianca, with Bayley, with Becky. Maybe we bring back Mandy to the top. Maybe Rhea Ripley gets pushed up the card as well. And all of a sudden we've got, you know, 4, 5, 6 women that are pretty popular. So that's exactly what we're going to be aiming for to try and ensure that our card is as good as possible. As Bayley goes over the top rope goes Becky Lynch. And Bayley, not a bad start here. This is what we wanted to see from her. What can she do in a high pressure situation? You know, obviously she cost Becky Lynch the championship early on. And that was a really risky move to really upset the top star and get herself involved like that, take out Mandy, and immediately basically say to Becky, hey, I want that title shot next, when Becky Lynch won it back. So straight away, Bayley has remained in the minds of both our champions at the time, Mandy and Becky, as Becky Lynch drove Bayley into the ringside barricade there. So Bayley has certainly made some big moves so far here in our GM mode series. Can she keep it up though with the ultimate big move by winning the championship? Won't be easy now as a ladder is introduced. Alright, as straight away whacking Bayley with it. It is Extreme Rules as all that ladder gets flipped over. No one in harm's way as Bayley tries to kick the ladder into Becky Lynch there. The ladder was kind of in the way. It was a bit of a barricade. That's why Bayley tried to kick it out of the way. And big suplex there by Becky Lynch. Okay, not too bad there by Lynch. The ladder is potentially in play here. Lynch might look to throw Bayley on her again. I think the back of her head might have landed on that ladder. She's not really moving. And now the baseball bat introduced. I think Becky Lynch might have a potential clear path to a victory here. Bayley is struggling after that suplex. Now, some baseball bat shots. I mean, Bayley's barely moved at all. She could be out. There's some life. Well, at least she can get to her feet. That's a start. And smart move to bring the bat with her. Now Becky's going to try and get it off of her. Right on the head of Lynch, but she fires back with a shot to the midsection of Bayley. And now in the high back area, maybe neck region of Bayley in trouble as well. Now it's Becky Lynch eating the baseball bat. Swinging for the fences, looking for the home run strike, but it's not going to be the case as she goes down as Becky Lynch trying to work her way to a victory here. Close though. Both women have been able to get some big moves in as well as some weapon shots. So they'll both be a little bit banged up and bruised at the moment as Bayley, look out! Bayley to belly! Gotta be it! Gotta be it here for Bayley. The cover! Becky's down! And just got the shoulders up with a kick out at 2. Referee's hand was coming down for the 3, but she's just able to keep it out. As Becky Lynch needs something. She's got to fight back, and here it is! Becky Lynch! There it is from Becky, the big move that could seal the deal. She wants more though. Elbow from the top. Is that going to be enough to beat Bayley right here? Wants to get up again, maybe looking for the disarm her. She's not going to get it. Bayley with a counter. And Bayley looking for more herself, hits the enziguri. But for a moment, Becky was able to keep her out. Not to be. Now she's got the disarmer. Becky Lynch trying to win the match here. Can she do it? She's close, but Bayley's fending her off at the moment. Becky's got to keep on fighting here, wrench it back. But it looks like Bayley might slip out here and stay alive in this match, but has the damage been done? Baseball bat in hand now. And a big shot to the midsection again of Bayley. She is taking a beating right now from Lynch. Becky might be thinking about looking for the manhandle slam, looking to try and win this match from here. She's going to pick up Bayley. Big suplex as Bayley landed on the baseball bat as well. That is a tough landing. Becky Lynch taking her time, enjoying the fact that she might be on her way to a championship defense. As she's looking for more now, the kendo stick is involved. She can't utilize it though, well, she's got the waist lock slamming her down onto the ladder. And Becky, look out, oh, nearly the single leg. She falls into the kendo stick. That shouldn't harm her too much, but the ladder was in play. And oh, a kendo stick to the shoulder, Bayley onto the reversal. And now one to the back of the head. One to the midsection now as Bayley's in big trouble here. She's already taken a beating. As Becky, look out! The waist lock again as Bayley out wrestling Becky Lynch at the moment and lets her know all about it with a cheap shot right to the head. As now, oh, drop kick into the back of Becky Lynch. The ladder is again very close to being involved here again. Collateral damage potentially as now off the apron. Becky Lynch, oh, getting worked away here with the arm. What's Bayley thinking? She's got the kendo stick, and why not? Becky Lynch, oh, gets met in the head with it. Becky Lynch, though, grabs a hold of it. She's able to fight back, and she might be thinking about heading back into the ring. She's got to win it in the ring, but she's brought the kendo stick with her. It's not in the best of conditions, but it's still usable. As Bayley has a hold of Becky, she's trying to get her into the corner. Can she do it? Yes, into the turnbuckle. Now up to the top of the rope here. Becky, though, countering, boot to the face. Standing drop kick, not really effective, though, from Bayley. She's able to fend it off and keep on going. Not too phased there by the Becky Lynch offense. And now Bayley, look out, pump handle. Oh, there it is, the manhandle slam. Becky Lynch with the hook of the leg. The cover, will it be enough? Yes, it is. And you can see Becky Lynch is exhausted. Nothing left to give. She survives a very, very tough encounter with a red-hot Bayley. She's in great form, but it's not enough to stop the dominant Becky Lynch. She continues her title reign. She's taken it from Mandy Rose. Now she defends it against Bayley. We know Bianca Belair's probably not far away. Maybe some other signees as well, but this reign of Becky continues. She's been good so far. Two-time champion of the series. A solid win and a 4-star match. Oh my God, thank goodness for that. Like I said earlier on, our first match sucked. Our second match sucked. Now, a 4-star rated match that's just maybe enough to salvage this terrible show. A show that had R-Truth beat Brock Lesnar. Let me remind you that. 3.5 star for the Raw opener. Mid-card 2-star. Raw had a 3.5 star main event. We had a 4-star main event, so we win the main event. Very good. Everyone gaining some popularity. Rhea Ripley +3 there. That's good. Becky Lynch up to 70. Bayley up to 63. That's positive news as well. 91 rating score. Only 13,000 viewership gain. That's not a lot. 182,000 profit. Yeah, that's a low viewership gain, I gotta say. So we got a bit of work to do, but we do get the network special reward after accomplishing the goal. Similar numbers for Raw. In fact, they gained 200 fans on us. So I think that blows it back out to 100,000. So that's a little disappointing, but it's not the end of the world. So still a lot of work to do. 3 weeks until our next pay-per-view, which will be Hell in a Cell. Liv Morgan, things aren't working out for me on Smackdown. I'm ready to tear up my contract and move on. I mean, especially after you wouldn't give me that match against Shotzi. Yeah, I did. The only way you can convince me to stay is with a $100,000 but yeah, see ya. Goodbye. You know what? I'm giving you one more chance. That's it. She's not even gonna do it. We wouldn't give her the money and she wouldn't even quit. Are you kidding me? I mean, she says, you know what? I don't want to be here unless you pay me. And we're like, no, we're not paying you. She's like, you know what? I'll give you a second chance. Becky Lynch wants 2 weeks off. We talked about her stamina. So I'm a little concerned. She's not happy that we won't give her 2 weeks off. Well, we can't. You're the champion. We need you. We got to build towards our next pay-per-view. We can't afford to take 2 weeks off. So we won't put her in a match, but 2 weeks is a long time. All right, our next show. TLC. We got to do it. Scott Hall, Kofi Kingston. That should be fun. Mysterio and Brock Lesnar. We're getting ready for that match. We've got the mid-card. Well, Rey Mysterio and Tyler Bate, they want to have a tag match with each other. We're going to do that this week. Tommaso Ciampa and Elias will team up. Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair, hopefully we'll start that rivalry. You can see her stamina's 22, so Becky Lynch really needs some time off, but we can't afford it. Tag team main event. Reigns and Zayn will team up to take on the incredible R-Truth and Drew McIntyre. So, yeah, the form that Truth's been in, maybe that could be a win for that team as well. Scott Hall and Kofi Kingston. Shawn Michaels is going to do a run-in and hopefully cost Scott Hall the match potentially, or at least get himself involved. So let's see how that pans out. Raw will simulate their show. So, 3-star for the opener, 2.5 for the mid, and we won the main event. Scott Hall gains 4, Kofi gains 3. So Scott Hall won that match. There you go. Michaels not good enough to get that done. The mid card, 2.5 stars. Mysterio gained 1, Bate 3, Elias 2, Ciampa 3. So if they're not getting used every week, their popularity really drops quickly. In the main event, Reigns gaining 1 up to 72, Zayn gets 60. So it was Reigns and Zayn winning. McIntyre and Truth getting a bit of popularity as well. So 91 rating score, 33,000 viewership gain, $62,000 profit. So we didn't have a big crowd this time. We thought we might try and save some money. Probably end up costing us some money. I just forgot to change it, quite honestly. But we did gain on Raw. 18,000 viewers from Raw, 131,000 profit. So they got way more money than us, but we have gained a significant amount of viewers there. So we have closed the gap quite a lot, I've got to say. So that is good signs. 2 more weeks now till Hell in a Cell. Lesnar, what the hell happened to my title shot? You know, the one you promised me to give me. So, well, I was planning to have Lesnar and Ray happen soon, but, you know, I guess the 3-week mark came around quickly, so Lesnar's not happy. Scott Hall, he wants to get a match, I think, in Detroit. So we'll try and do that for next time. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have time for this edition of GM Mode. We've got some unhappy wrestlers here on Smackdown we need to fix. And we only have a couple of weeks until Hell in a Cell to do so. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. And subscribe to see more Hell in a Cell coming soon, including the big Scott Hall and Shawn Michaels TLC match. Can't wait for that. Thanks guys for watching. See you next time.